Hello and welcome to another episode of Creating Cultures that Outperform. I'm Frank Warner. I'm the founder of People Productive, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host Terri Mays. We've been covering the wellness series. I hope you've tuned in. We cover different material each week that will allow anybody tuning into this channel to build deep expertise on the human side of business. Nothing matters more as a leader. This is the new era of work where people are the most important tool in every company. But Tara, why don't you quickly just introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Terri Mays, a certified culture engineer with emphasis on helping companies bring out the best in their people.
And People Productive, we help companies actually use the time, talent, energy of their people most effectively so that they can actually create a culture that outperforms. And there's no more important skill than that in this new era. So, listen, we really thank you for tuning in and watching. You can watch live. We're here every week at 3 o'clock, or you can go in and look at all the past episodes. It's a treasure trove of information here. This week, we're covering why diet and exercise help drive human performance. This is the wellness series. They're actually key to wellness and key to human performance, no question about it. If you exercise regularly, you increase your blood flow, you increase your energy levels, you increase recall, thought, your mood goes up, endorphins are released. This stuff matters because that's how you show up at work, right, Tara?
That's right. That's right. I would say probably the biggest thing that I've learned just about exercise is it helps reduce that brain fog. So as you get older, you start to forget things, get a little bit forgetful. I'm getting in that realm now where I'm starting to forget things.
Never happened to me.
Yeah, you're just like at a meeting or you're trying to remember something that happened last week or, a couple of weeks ago, or you meet a person and you're like, I know this person's name and I can't remember it. And then there are times where you're trying to think about something or read something. This happens to me a lot when I'm trying to read, where I'm having a little trouble focusing and concentrating on things. Exercise really helps with clearing up that brain fog. It really helps you to get into a better headspace where you're more calm, your stress level is lower. We've talked some about stress and its impact on human performance, but exercise is a way to release some of that extra energy that you carry around when you get frustrated or angry, or if there's something that you're trying to figure out. Exercise has a way of calming you so that you get into the right headspace to be able to think more clearly, to see things that maybe you couldn't see before, to recall memories. Exercise really is good for all of that.
Oh, exercise is wonderful. I start every day with some exercise, no question about it. I just have a much better day all day if I do that. I like to weave in during free time additional walks, go out. Exercise is great because you have some time alone to think about things. A lot of your best ideas pop into your mind when you're alone thinking about things. It is a great time to actually focus and concentrate on stuff and build a routine that's achievable. You want to do something that you can get into a regular rhythm on. It's achievable. You can always raise your goal, but exercise, fit it in, increase your heart rate, sweat, really, really use your body. You're just going to feel great. And that improves your mood and improves your performance. Your thinking is better, recall, everything. It has such an impact.
Yeah. And the other nice thing about exercise, so for a long time, I thought you have to spend an hour in the gym exercising in order for it to mean something. But really, you can break that time up and have smaller chunks of time. It's good to have some good cardio, but it doesn't have to be 30 consecutive minutes or 1 hour consecutively. You can break it up and do 15 minutes or 10 minutes, if you just take a quick walk after you eat. Those
Mhm.
are all things that still add great health benefits to you, even though it's not a long period of time. So don't get distracted and think, well, if I don't have an hour to go to the gym, then I might as well do nothing. No, take those few minutes that you have, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes here throughout the day, and that'll add up over time.
Yeah, I mean, 5-minute breaks really, really do matter. A lot of people suffer from eye strain. They're on their computer all day long. Take 5 minutes, look at distant objects, which cause your eyes to relax. Get some quick 5-minute exercises. You can do a couple of quick weights. You could just go sit outside and relax, clear your head. Relax and recharge is super important. And we've talked about that in this wellness series, That matters, but weaving that in with some exercise, you could do some exercise at your desk even. These things are easy to fit in. You just have to think about it. And, if you've worked out some things that are really helping you exercise during the day, you should share those with other people. Put a Slack or a Teams group together and, fitting exercise into the day and share tips and ideas. If there's things that you're doing really well, you think they're good, share them with others, encourage people to exercise. It's important. And if you're a leader, absolutely encourage people to build exercise time into their day. It's obviously their own personal choice what they want to do. Some people are not going to exercise at all. That's good. But encouraging them to weave breaks in where they can do exercise, take a walk during lunch. That's a great thing to do to clear your head. They're going to be just a better coworker when they get back from that lunch break. They really are.
It's a great way to connect with people that you work with, and it
Mhm.
also gives you that platform to have some kind of a conversation outside of just the regular work, always talking about work. It really does give you a way to connect with people on a human level. And you start to learn things about people that you may not have learned just by sitting in the office space with them. So those are
Right.
just really great ways to just connect and spend time with people.
And, having things in common with others is the way to connect. Terry's absolutely right. Different types of exercise groups, setting up some healthy competition, even in the office. How many steps per week? You can have a competition. Humans respond to challenges. They love winning. Challenge always drives higher levels of performance. It does it for exercise as well as sales and other things. I mean, the fact is, you could do that. You could set those up. You can coordinate them. They don't take a lot of time, and then people just turn in their daily scores on their pedometers, whatever they're using, their Apple Watch. There are lots of things. People have Fitbits. There's so many different tools and technologies out there now for tracking exercise. You can
Yes.
turn that into a competition. That's easy to do.
Yes, you can compete with one another. You can also do exercises at your desk. So it's not just going to the gym, it's not just taking that dedicated 30 minutes time, but you can actually do, 5 or 10 minutes of stretching and little exercises at your desk. There's now all kinds of equipment that you can use. You can have the standing desks, you can use the treadmill desk, and then there's some
Mhm.
little bikes that you can put under your desk. All of those things are just really great ideas and great ways to incorporate exercise in throughout the day.
Oh, yeah, leaning push-ups against your desk, if you're inclined to do that, great. You can have a stretching routine where you take a 5-minute break, you're working from home, you can fit in 5 minutes of stretching. You could work on different stretches each day. So it's a great way to actually stay limber and flexible. And, it's going to actually give you the added benefit of not just feeling better, but performing better, because wellness drives human performance. And that's why this stuff really matters.
Yes, I think so too. Marcelo, can you bring up the key takeaways? So we've talked about some really good stuff, but I think one of the biggest things is just having a plan and setting some goals. I
Mhm.
know for me, if I don't make time for it and if I don't schedule it, I will forget. And then it's the end of the day and I'm tired and I don't want to do it. So make sure you block some time out and make it a real goal for yourself. Make it a real, something real and tangible. Put it on your calendar. Don't just say, yes, I'm going to do it and then not put a plan around it because it will never happen. And that's not just true with exercise, by the way. That's true with a lot of things. So
Yeah.
if you don't actually put some plans in place, you really won't achieve any of the goals that you've set for yourself. And then Frank just talked about this, having some of that healthy competition. So you want to create a friendly competition amongst your colleagues to make sure that everybody is getting healthy together, that you're using those Apple Watches or Fitbits or Garmin watch, whatever. There's tons of them out there. If you
Mhm.
don't want to spend a lot of money on it, there are also other watches that are not as expensive as some of the other name brand watches. But use your technology to your advantage. Your phone, you can put apps on your phone that track your steps. So there are lots of opportunities to really use technology to help you meet the goals that you would like to set. And then for me, I know joining groups and being a part of group classes really helps me stay committed and focused because
Mhm.
I know that there are going to be other people looking for me if I'm not there. So it kind of
Yeah.
holds me accountable to
Hey, why weren't you here, Tara? What
yeah,
happened?
Or they'll say, "I missed you last week," and I'm like, "Yeah, I was being a bum."
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you make it a group activity. Don't try to just do it all by yourself. Really do reach out to your colleagues and friends and family and get people involved and really make a group activity out of it. And then I just talked about this, but doing exercises at your desk, taking 10 to 15-second intervals and doing stretches or doing push-ups or squats. There are tons of desk exercises that you can do. So just go out there and Google and have fun with it. Get your colleagues involved. There are other exercises that you can do with your hands if you use your hands a lot throughout the day, and then taking rests with your eyes. So taking a break from the screen
Mhm.
if you're sitting in front of the monitor. Just lots of information out there on how to be more active throughout the day without really having to take those big chunks of time out of your workplace. So really dig into that. There's some really good stuff out there. And then playing up. I think this is just a great way of looking around you to find those people that are doing things well. So people that have set some goals for exercise and diet and have some very healthy habits, get around those people. Look at what they do and copy what they do. Don't make it hard. Really, my pastor talks all the time about how he likes to put the
Mhm.
cookies on the bottom shelf. This is one of those things where you can just find some people that are successful in doing great things and then talk to them. Sit down and have some conversations with them and find out what they've done and see how you can incorporate those same things into your daily activities.
I agree. That's great advice because, humans rise to meet challenges. When you get let's say here, it says a running buddy. You get a running buddy who's at a different level than you, it's going to push you. You're
Yes.
going to do better and you're going to go further and you're going to improve faster. Same thing with tennis. Any activity you get in where you play with somebody who's better than you, it's going to elevate your game. And that's a great, great thing to do. Play up, I think, matters.
Yes, absolutely. So we're challenging you for next week. Your move is to commit to taking an exercise break every hour. So something, even if it's
Yep.
just, 10 or 15 minutes of just taking a walk or spending time with friends, any of that. Make sure you're doing something because it really does make a difference in how you feel overall. It
Yep.
makes a difference in your overall health and well-being. Your stress levels, your blood pressure is lower, your focus is greater. All of those things really come into play when you exercise. So take some time and do that next week.
Yeah, don't miss out on this. This is just too important. It's about leading a better life as well. You're going to feel better overall. It's going to improve many aspects of your life. You can fit it in. It's just discipline. And that your move is very important. Start small. Just do something an hour. Even if you want to do something half of the hours in the workday, every other hour, take 5 minutes. Just start. Do something. Pick simple goals, stick with them. And then as you get deeper into this, you can pick things that are, additive, different activities. Maybe you add the walking in, maybe you do the desk push-ups. I don't know, whatever you want to do, stretching, so many things you could do. You can get a meditation app and you could build a meditation session every day. That's great for your heart rate, lowers your heart rate, your blood pressure. These things are great fitness activities. So this is our conclusion of the wellness series. I hope you've enjoyed this. We're moving on next to the series on belonging, and we're going to begin with what is belonging. Have you ever thought about, very simply, what is belonging? People talk about it all the time. What is it? And we're going to tell you what it is, and then we're going to get into a series on how you can create deep belonging in your organization. And if you're a coworker, you are very important to creating a sense of belonging. If you're a leader, obviously you want to really drive that as one of the outcomes for your culture in your organization. So we're going to talk about it. Very important topic. This is the area of the great resignation. Join us live next week, 3 o'clock Eastern time. We will be here for What is Belonging.
Yes. Thanks for joining us today. Bye for now.
Bye for now. See ya.